Kusini, firstly, into your first Socceroos camp, you got to tell us, what was that feeling like and what's the vibe right now for you?
Excited for sure. When Arnie gave me the call, I think it was a couple of days ago, I was driving to training and I was just buzzing, really excited to be a part of this team and for this opportunity.
Can you tell us a bit more about that phone call? What did he say? What was your reaction?
I woke up in the morning, had a text message saying, "Hi, it's Graham Arnold, can I give you a call?" I was brushing my teeth, I think, so I just quickly got ready and then jumped in the car and said, "Yeah, I'm available." So he called me back pretty quickly, to be honest, and then he said that he wanted me to be a part of this camp and thought that I had a future with the Socceroos, so would I be willing to take this opportunity on, and I said for sure.
For people out there who haven't watched you all that much, tell the Australian fans what can they expect from you?
I'm an exciting player, I'm an attacker, love to score goals, do skills and excite fans, so that's what I'm like a player, and I hope I can bring a lot to this team.
What would it mean to make the Socceroos debut against Bangladesh this week?
It'd be an honour. It's something that I think every little kid dreams of growing up. To be fair, in Australia, I didn't really get to see too much of the Socceroos because a lot of their games are overseas and stuff like that with the time difference and that. But as of lately, since the World Cup and all of that, I've been following them quite a lot, and I've had lots of friends and former teammates that have become part of the squad, so I've been paying a lot more attention to them. It'd be an honour, and I'm really excited, and hopefully it happens.
When do you find out?
When do I find out when I'm going to play? I'm not sure. I only got here yesterday. We haven't really done too much, so we've got a few meetings today and training sessions, and I'm sure we'll get a bit more of an idea of what the squad's going to look like.
Could you have imagined you'd be in this situation when you hurt your ankle back in August? Could you imagine that you'd be in this situation right now?
To be honest, yeah. I knew I was like kind of in and around the squad because you get messages from the staff like asking how you are and stuff in the build up to the camps coming, and there was a bit of talk in the media about me potentially being in the squad, and it's something that I think that I worked hard for and that I was deserving of in a way. So when I got the ankle injury, it was a bit disappointing, but kind of just channeled my focus into getting back on the pitch and trying to score goals and get back in contention for being in the squad.
It's been a little bit 12 months. I think it's almost a year to the day since you scored that goal in the City derby for the Wanderers, and now 12 months on, you're now playing for the Socceroos, and funnily enough, that was just before the World Cup. How do you reflect on the last year for yourself?
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. That's football, though. Things happen very quickly. You can go from not playing to starting and scoring goals, and in a matter of days. And I have goals that I set for myself, and one of them was to be part of the Socceroos. So I was at Western Sydney, and I scored that goal. I had a decent season. It wasn't my best season, but moved on to Portsmouth and started flying and doing really well. So yeah.
And for those who haven't seen you, how do you differ from the other striking options that Graham Arnold has at his disposal?
I guess you're going to have to wait and see. And in the game, I can talk and say whatever I want, but when I get on the pitch, that's where you really find out what the differences I have from the other strikers. I think we have a lot of similarities, but we have a lot of differences as well. We've got some great strikers in the squad, players that I idolise, to be honest. Growing up, I've been watching McLaren bang goals in the A-League for fun for some time now, and he's someone that I looked at and try to take things from his game as well. Duke as well, and Brandon, who I was with at Western Sydney last year. These are all players that I look at and idolise, about players that I can learn things from, and also want to compete to take their spot as well.
What's been the message from Arnie to you if you do get a chance out there?
To be honest, I haven't really had too many conversations with him. I literally just got off a plane yesterday, and there's been a lot of things that I've been doing since I've got here. Apart from the conversation of him selecting me in the squad, we've had a little chat training and that, but we haven't had a really serious talk about the game and the opportunity that I'm going to have to play and what he wants from me. But I'm sure in the next couple of days, those are conversations that will be had.
Speaking of idols, you're probably becoming an idol for a lot of people, a lot of young boys watching, specifically the Socceroos community. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's an honour. I think it's something that I look at very seriously, and I know that growing up when I was a kid, there wasn't too many players of African descent coming through in the Socceroos, but lately there's been more and more, and players like Ewa Mabil and Thomas Dang are are players that have played really well for the Socceroos and been part of the squad numerous times, and they're boys that I know and boys that I grew up watching, and you know, once I saw them come through, it was kind of like a motivating seeing them play. And you know, when you see someone come from where you come from make it, you think, why not? Why can't I do that? So I'm hopefully going to be the person or one of those people that younger kids, like you said, are going to look at and think, I was just a little boy from Adelaide, and why can't they do it what I've done?
So how did your dad react?
Dad was excited. He's actually in Australia at the moment, so hopefully he's going to get to the game. It'll be his second time ever watching me play football, so I'm very excited about that. And he's getting a bit old now, and I think he doesn't really kind of understand what's kind of going on. But I'm sure he's ecstatic for me, and hopefully he gets to the game and gets to watch me play.
What have some of your teammates said to you? Text messages, phone calls, what's their message been?
Yeah, I've had heaps of messages over the last couple of days. I've had messages from boys in Adelaide and boys overseas, and everyone's been, you know, so grateful, so happy for me, to be honest. You know, I think lots of people, like growing up through my career as I developed as a player, always said to me, like, look, you know, you've got great physical aspect, you're a great player, and I think if you start playing well and getting consistent minutes, breaking into the Socceroos is something that you could definitely do. And I think now that I'm here, a lot of those people are happy for me, and you know, they've helped me get to the place that I'm at the moment. So I'm thankful for them, and yeah, they were very encouraging.
We haven't seen a World Cup qualifier in Adelaide for quite some time. What would that mean to you?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. You know, playing in front of your family and friends is everything, really. And I was lucky that I grew up in Adelaide and ended up going on to play for Adelaide United. So that's something that I've had. I've had the opportunity to play in front of my family and friends, and you know, it's always extra motivation. You know, when you're playing in front of, you know, people that you love and care about so much. You want them to see you do well. So, and to be honest, like half of the heaps of the boys in the team are from Adelaide as well. So yeah, it'd be awesome. There's not many Socceroos games that get held in Adelaide. So yeah, that'd be an amazing opportunity.
Kusini, talking about the African diaspora coming through, and it is notable that most of them actually are from Adelaide. You mentioned Awa, Tom in South Australia, South Australia, Victoria, South Australia, and that's here in Kunda.
Yeah.
What is it about what South Australian football or Adelaide football is doing that's helping to support the African diaspora and produce and, well, help find the talent that is so obviously there?
It's a great question. I don't know if I have the exact answer for it, but I know for me and, you know, some of the Toure boys growing up, we've known each other for ages, and one of the things that we always used to do was like meet up on the weekends and play football together, just, you know, at the park or on the side of the street and stuff like that. And I think it's moments like that where you learn some of the, you know, fundamental aspects that you need to become a professional footballer. Another thing that helped us so much was being in Adelaide is we had Carl Viet with us, and Carl was a coach that started off with the junior team, so he coached me since I was 14, and then when I broke into the A-League squad, he was there. So, you know, having him on the sidelines gave me a lot of confidence because I knew how much he believed in me as a player, and he had kind of like helped me make the next step, and then when I was a professional, he was there on the sidelines. So I think he played a big role in myself and Alassane and Mohammed, like a lot of the boys that have come through to become professionals.
What's life like at Portsmouth? You hit the ground running there. It's not the easiest thing to do, move halfway across the world and be an instant success at a new club. How have you accomplished that?
To be honest, I went over there feeling very good. In the off season, I was back here in Adelaide, and I kind of created a little program for myself. And funny enough, I was training with Joe Gauchi, and a few other boys. So, you know, I put in a lot of work in the off season to get my body right and to go over there feeling confident and fit and healthy. So when I got over there, I felt like I was already a step ahead. And there's a lot of similarities between the A-League and the League One over there. So yeah, the teammates that I had over there embraced me really well and let me be myself. And I think that's kind of how I was able to flourish.
You've talked about trying to take something from all the different strikers' games, but if we see you, what can we expect from you? What sort of player can we expect to keep a chance?
I think I'm a player. I love running in behind. I love scoring goals. I don't mind, you know, doing a bit of the dirty work, you know, throwing my body around and being a bit of a nuisance. I also like going 1v1 and, taking on players. So I think that's something that I can bring to this team, is that kind of 1v1 flair, that want to just take on my man and be positive and score goals, which is something that, as a football fan myself, I love watching. Don't really enjoy it too much when I see a winger have the ball 1v1 out wide, turning backwards and playing it backwards, just have a go. And I think that's something that I'm willing to do. I dare to take risks, and that's part of the reason that I'm in the team.